What's up, guys? ZFarls here with your position heroes on the defensive side of the ball in Madden 17. So, they've made a return to Madden Ultimate Team. This year, though, they've done it a little bit different. According to Mudhead, all the positional heroes on defense are out right now. Also, unlike last year, each set required wildcard gold, elite players, and a single positional hero collectible. But this year, you'll need specific gold and elite players along with a large number of elite badges. So, elite badges market could be going up. Also, check out mudhead.com/prices. These are the individual players that are going up. If there's going to be positional offensive heroes, start to think ahead, start to plan, start to get those sets ready, and see if you can, whether or not you want the players, maybe make a little bit of coins on the weekend. We are going to review every player and give you our top 3, but first let's take a look at the new legends over from the EA Sports Mutt Twitter. Nitschke was an amazing legend at the start of the year. Even though he was slow, he was 6'3". You used him at the middle linebacker position. He got great animations. Many people love this guy. He comes back at 99 overall with 88 speed, 95 awareness, 96 block shed, 96 pursuit, 87 zone coverage, and 96 hit power. Secure tackler. This is going to be one of the better legends. And I know he doesn't have the 90 speed that many of the middle linebackers have that people are using right now, but at 6'3", I think he's going to be one of the best, and I can't wait to try him. Look at that physical hit power and that block shed against the run. Cannot wait to try Nitschke in the middle of my defense and see if I can recapture some of that earlier of the year magic that I had with Nitschke. Tim Brown is the other ultimate legend. Now, he's a 6-foot-tall receiver. He has Energizer chemistry because he is a kick returner, punt returner specialist. He also has 95 route running, which isn't that 96, but with the route runner and the SE chemistry, you'll be able to get it over there. He has amazing catch in traffic. His original legend version played awesome for me because he hung on to balls that not everybody would. And now that he has that route running at that elite level, I think he's going to hang on to more and more catches. He's at 98 catch in traffic with DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup. I start this guy. He is one of my 1 or 2 starting receivers right now because the Jordy and the Fitz, you don't need to start to get their benefits. I look for him, Hopkins, and then probably Randy Moss to be my 3 receivers with Fitz and Jordy at my 4 and 5. So let's dive into positional heroes. On defense, it is first up going to be a kicker. It's Brian Anger with 94 kick power. That's all I really care about as a punter, and 75 speed. And while this is very good with focus kicker, there's also another punter that I feel like you could save on. Same cap number, same kick power, same focus kicker. Why not just go here, grab him? He's 20K as opposed to whatever the Anger comes in at. I think this is a valuable look for your team, but I mean, that Anger is awesome. Whichever one of those 2 guys you grab, if you ever need to punt, are 2 good options. Richard Sherman is the first corner, and he's got 92 speed. He had a previous Football Outsiders version that was pretty solid. 6'3", as he always is, and he has really high press. Now, I don't love paying for the 95 press, but the 6'3" size, it's really been a factor with DRC, who's 6'2", so I like that. At 94 zone coverage, he's definitely more a zone-style corner than he is a man corner, but he does have good agility, which could make up for some of that man that he is missing. With Sherman, I just find that there's not enough strength and block shed for him on the outside compared to like a Mel Blount or a Night Train Lane. If you're really going to go premium at that position, I think those guys maybe make bigger hits in the flat with the way people use that cover 2 style. So I think Sherman will get it done for you. And I love his size. Always have been a big fan. And that 92 speed's rock solid at this point in the season. But I'm going to utilize those other guys that I already have on the lineup, like a Mel Blount. On the other side is Darius Slay. He has 94 speed with 94 man and little press, and I like that much better. As I play more and more man, he's got the agility. He's 6'1", it's not 6'3", it's not 6'2", but it's much better. I think he replaces Chris Harris, Janoris Jenkins for me, and I use him as like my 4th corner when I want to go all-out man in quarters. I like that Slay. Has always been a really good option, and glad to see him get some positional hero love. I actually like him a little bit more. Jordan Hicks is our middle linebacker. He picked up a really good 88 a few weeks ago, and now he's up to a 97. He got much more block shed in that, along with zone coverage. His hit power is a little bit low, but if you need a really good speed backer, I'd maybe look at his 88, which is coming down in price. I think this version may be too much of a cost. I think that there's a lot of good MLBs at that range right now, and I do like him. I just don't want you to overpay for the Hicks because he's not the tallest and he's not the fastest. He's right there, and he's really well blended now that he finally got this high rated item, but just don't overpay because his 87 was so good that you feel like, oh man, this other item must be so great as well. Thomas Davis is the next man up. He has 95 hit power, and he's up to 88 speed with amazing zone coverage. His only knock is his 81 block shed, which has always been low for him, and he's kind of just been fighting up against it the whole year. But 81, you know, how many times is his 81 strength and 81 block shed going to be in position to defend the run? You really don't want him in that position at all. You want to get this guy into a situation where he is just simply dropping into zone coverage for your team. 88 speed isn't the fastest in the game for this position, you know, 90, 92 Sean Taylor. So he's definitely a zone coverage, not really a guy you want to man up, even though he has some of the highest man coverage in the entire game. The question kind of becomes, like, would you rather have an 88 speed player with super high man coverage or a faster 92 speed player but with lower man coverage? I'm going to take the Sean Taylor in that situation. As long as you can keep Tom Davis out of the run game and get him into situations where he's just in zone coverage and waiting across the middle to just crush somebody, he is perfect for your defense. Another speedster right here, 90 speed, plus he has amazing chemistry. This is awesome stuff. He's going to be super fast. He's also a really good pass rusher. And 6'3" is great. I mean, it's not 6'5", but that's fine. Now, his strength is a little bit low. His block shed slightly low, but considering you can rush the passer with him and then also drop into great coverage, he's got really good zone and he has very high man. He's kind of the best blend of the two. We talked about Taylor versus Davis, speed and man. Smith's kind of got them both. Plus, he's going to be boosted with that chemistry. I mean, he's basically Night Train Lane and Mel Blount. These are players with speed, man, and block shed above a certain level, above 75 block shed. You grab these four guys and you're playing dollar or you're playing nickel, you're going to be in an awesome position to switch up your coverages. Now let's slide into the defensive line positions. Olivier Vernon had an 84 gold at the start of the year. That was one of the best budget players in the game because of the power move and block shed combo. He retains that and he jumps up to 84 speed, 88 excel. Now that is going to make him still be a defensive tackle at this stage of the game. But he's got 90 strength. That'll hold up. The block shed and the power move without any boosts, I mean, that's going to get nasty. That's going to be up, way up with chemistry and with other boosts. So I love the Vernon and think he's really good on the inside part of your defensive line. Cam Jordan's just too slow. He's got 96 power move, so he'll be up way up there. He doesn't have the block shed, but he has the strength and the power move. This is a good, like, run stuffing, edge setting defender, but he just doesn't have the athleticism that the game requires at this point in the season. Ndamukong Suh has 79 speed at D tackle. Normally that's pretty good, but the Randy White outmatches him there. He's got 93 power move, 96 strength. I've used the other Ndamukong Suh, his one lower version, quite a bit this season. I end up taking him out because I slide everybody down and compress them. But as a first down run stuffing guy, I mean, he gets the job done for you. And then Gerald McCoy has low block shed, but really good strength and power move. So all of these guys are each kind of missing one of that triangle. And he's got battle ready, you know, the counter to battle ready as his, which not many defensive linemen have. Nuquan Alexander has it though. And that's a really, really good middle linebacker too. So Gerald McCoy, rock solid for your defense, but just not, you know, I'm not going to pony up so much coins for the defensive tackle position because I tend to slide ends there and really only use them on first down, and I can get cheap beef. Ron Parker is the next man up with 93 speed. He is a strong safety that has 88 man coverage. It's always kind of one of his gifts as an item, whether it's his award winner or any other items he's had throughout the season. He's 6 feet tall, doesn't have the hit power at strong safety, but he's got 94 zone coverage, 93 speed is very fast with 93 excel, and then the 88 man. Depending on where his price settles in at, he's got KC, which is solid. I think he could sub a corner in if you're going to call cover 0 or call cover 1, and that's going to put, you know, your strong safety in man coverage. You could just grab an extra guy like a Janoris Jenkins and throw him in the defense right there. So Paul Krause is a really good option compared to Ron Parker. We'll see where the price settles, but he has always played really nice for me. And even though he can't force fumbles, 6 feet is just about tall enough, and that speed makes up for a lot of gaps. So I do like Ron Parker's in general in this version, just can't overpay because you could get a lot of that extra stuff that he has with that man coverage from subbing somebody else in. Lastly, Tony Jefferson from the Cardinals. He's 5'11 with 91 speed and 90 zone coverage and 91 hit power. Super balanced across the board, but I got to stick with my Eric Berry. I've got to keep my Harrison Smith in for the hit power bonus. I know people like Sean Taylor. They like Brian Dawkins potentially. So I'll pass on the Jefferson, even though, you check him against the HaHa Clinton Dix. I mean, he has 83 man coverage. That's okay. But I like his full balance, but I'm going to go for the bigger studs like that Sean Taylor. Now, if I had to give you my top 3, I would say Jordan Hicks, if you didn't want to go for the new Quan Alexander that came out last week. I would also think the Telvin Smith can be really valuable because of his coverage ability. And then lastly, the Darius Slay I'm going to add because I've been playing more and more man coverage. Let me know in the comments which position hero you're going to add. And don't forget to keep an eye out for those market gainers players and see how you can take advantage if position heroes drops some offensive players on that side of the ball. Keep those elite badges in mind. Keep those costs in mind, and let me know in the comments who you're going after and who we missed, what chemistries we missed. You guys are great with that, and I really look forward to chatting more. Until next time, this is ZFarls reminding you to lock up.